Hi everyone and welcome to another edition of Cardiff City World. My name is Pan, aka the Greek Leek, and today we'll preview the game against Sunderland at the Stadium Light this weekend, and we'll start off by sort of just quickly reviewing the last couple of games for City. So we had a great day out at Aston Villa, and obviously nearly taking 6,000 fans. 40,000 crowd on the night. First half, fantastic defensively, lovely, great to see Lawler and young Giles there in the back five, two local lads. I thought we did really well first half, put our bodies on the line. Second half, really disappointing. We should have made the changes earlier, and obviously a bit more attacking. I know obviously it's difficult when you're playing against a side who control the ball, but we needed to change the formation and really go for it a bit. I wouldn't have cared if we'd lost 5-0. I'd rather have had some opportunities on goal. I think in the end we had no corners in the whole match, which is shocking really, and just one shot on goal. So that was really disappointing. But I think on Tuesday night against Burnley, it was the opposite really. We started really poorly defensively all over the place, two really sloppy goals. And to a side like Burnley, going 2-0 down, especially as they've not conceded in their previous 11-12 games, obviously we thought the writing was on the wall. But again, this time Rhys did make the changes second half straight away, bringing on Colwell, etc. And it did make a big difference. And, Salic was definitely the best player for City. Could have had a hat-trick, great goal. And a couple that hit the post and the crossbar. So I think we deserved a draw in the end for that one. For credit to Rhys for changing things earlier. I think he might have learned from the Villa game in that we need to be looking to change things when they need to change and not wait an extra 15 minutes in the second half just for the sake of it. So so that was encouraging. Even though we didn't get anything, I think most City fans come away from that game thinking, there's a lot more positives and negatives. So this Saturday, huge task against Sunderland at the Stadium Light. Sunderland, you'd expect normally to beat us quite comfortably at their place. I mean, they beat us quite easily at our ground early in the season, 2-0. Their star man that day was Jack Clarke. Thankfully, Jack Clarke's now playing for Ipswich. I think he went there for 15 million plus. So that is a bit of good news for Cardiff City. City have a number of players out injured for this game. We've got Tanner missing, Turnbull, Darland, Reno's out now, Rolls, Alnwick, Miete. Turnbull could be back in the next couple of weeks along with Darland. As for Sunderland, the Black Cats will be without Pervada. He's got a new injury. Ballard, Lefay, Huggins, Jayden Dans, Elise and Abdullali. Tommy Watson, though, their winger, is back, as is Mundell for this game. So Cardiff City, we've only won one in our last 6 games. I didn't realise really our away record is really, really poor. I mean, in the last 19 games, I think we've only won one away game, and there was Watford in December. So it's a really poor away record, and we need to really improve on that. Sunderland, though, have faded in the last few weeks. I think they've lost 2 home games, or lost 2 games in the last 3 games, and they sort of tailed off really in the automatic promotion places. And then if City beat Sunderland on Saturday, that would be 3 consecutive away wins against Sunderland, which hasn't been done since 1922, so that would be some achievement by the Bluebirds. City are likely to obviously have Hovarth in goal, NG and Bagan as the full-backs, and Gutas and Fish centre-backs with Manswick and Chambers in front. Then you're probably going to look at Robertson, possibly O'Dowda, and Alves has come back. So I saw Alves make his debut at Stoke, and he was absolutely superb. All City fans were raving the young lad. He was very positive, always looked to take players on, get to the byline, get some crosses in, and very similar to Kumas really of Stoke in that game, how they both played. And it was really disappointed he had that little injury, but let's hope he's back Saturday because he does offer a real threat. I'd imagine he's going to play on the wing with O'Dowd and Salic up front. As for Sunderland, I mean, obviously they will probably go for Patterson in goals, Hume, Meffam, O'Neill, Helder, Bellingham, Neil, Roberts, Rigg, Mundle and Mayenda. Mayenda's their star player. He scored a couple of goals against Sheffield Wednesday in their last game, their last win. Their real star player, they've got a lot of quality players, but the outstanding player, Lafie, is out, which is good news, as I said, and Jayden Downs, the Liverpool loanee, is also out. So, we all know that he's a quality midfielder. But the difference between the Sunderlands and Cardiff City's this world, they've really got strength in depth. And Isidore, their striker is probably going to be on the bench, and he's got 12 goals already this season. But they've got a lot of quality. Rigg and Bellingham are real quality players, as is Neil as well. So it's not going to be easy. I think the Black Cats obviously have got the firepower to put City away quite comfortably, but they are now 8 points off the automatic promotion zone, and I know some Sunderland fans feel that automatic promotion is still on, but I think the players, especially after the 2 defeats in the last 3 games, could be sort of thinking, well, realistically, it's not going to happen now. They're going to be in the playoffs. I mean, they're so far ahead of Bristol City in 7th place. I think it's like 12, 15 points, that it's almost guaranteed that they're going to get a playoff spot. So that could help City in terms of Sunderland players thinking, well, what are they actually playing for? I mean, I know there's plenty of games left at the end of the season, but really having that 8-point gap at this stage is going to be tricky to pull back. As I said, having Alves back for City is a massive plus, and I think if we can perform the way we did in the second half against Burnley and play a kind of similar team, that will really give us a chance of getting something out of this game. Personally, as I said, I want to see Bagan centre back. I'd like to see O'Dowd on the left back, and then Robertson dropping back with Manswick with Colwell in front, and then Salic up front, obviously with the 2 wingers being Ashford and Alves. That's, for me, would be the side I would pick. Obviously, Bagan at the moment is our best defender. I mean, Robertson has had an injury, come back. He struggled a bit against Burnley. I don't want to be too critical of him because he's one of our better players. But, maybe Colwell should go in there. I mean, Colwell, as we all know, is an enigma. I've said many times before that, I just get frustrated really with him in terms of, he can have one really good game as he did against Villa, but where is he on a sort of, a wet and windy Tuesday night, whatever at Millwall? It's kind of like he needs to be doing it on a consistent basis, and he really did play well when he came on against Burnley, but what he's got to do is take it to the next level and sort of get goals, get assists, get man of a match. When was Colwell man of the match in a league game last? If you can tell me, that'd be great. But he is one of those players that he's a bit like Marmite, isn't he? I just think some fans really like him. He's a local lad, and we want him to do well. But to be fair, I think he deserves a starting place in this game after his performance when he came on against Burnley. So I just hope that he can shine in this game. And I think, in terms of City, we've got it's a 6-point cushion from the relegation zone, but Rhys knows now that, we really need to fight till the end of the season because we are in that relegation battle. It can change quite quickly in a couple of weeks. So, this is one of our tougher matches, but we've shown in the past that we can beat Sunderland. We'll probably have 40,000 fans at the Stadium Light. And but I think we can get something from this game. I think there's a combination of Sunderland players possibly looking at the automatic, promotion, thinking, well, no, we're not going to get there. And I think with City, again, after last couple of defeats, determination from the side to get something. And as I said, they do play well. at Sunderland. So I think it'll be a 1-1 draw, and I think Mayenda will score for Sunderland and Salic for Cardiff City. It'd be great to get your thoughts, guys, on Saturday's match. What do you think the formation will be? The team, the first 11, and in terms of the result, do you think we can get something at Sunderland? Also, what do you think of my suggestion about playing Bagan as centre back and O'Dowd a left back, with Robertson with Manswick, Colwell in front, and Alves on the wing? Obviously, we've all got our ideas of which players we really like. So it'd be great if you can get your comments into Cardiff City World. As I said, my name's Pan. Hope to see you soon. And if you can like and subscribe, we'd really appreciate it. So see you soon.